This is Kanzenshuu, the podcast, episode 323 for the week of February 3rd, 2013. That's a lot of threes. Hey, us, welcome, Kanzenshuu.
The podcast.
This is what you're listening to right now, an extension of the all-encompassing Dragon Ball fan site.
Kanzenshuu.
We cover anything and everything Dragon Ball in hopes of enlightening and a little bit of entertaining. Welcome.
Yo.
Across from me, been a little bit. Mary, welcome back to the show.
Howdy there.
How you doing?
Good. Seems like I missed a lot.
Oh my god, you've missed so much.
I am still astonished by the amount of stuff going on these days in the Dragon Ball world.
But you know, there is a site that you could keep up on all of this stuff going on.
Is it Vegito EX's awesome homepage?
Vegito EX's Ultimate DBZ links page. Thank you very much.
Oh, right.
This is January 1998, right?
Yes.
So we
15 years ago.
Yeah, we haven't mentioned it lately, but me being Mike Vegito EX, did start this whole shebang 15 years ago.
What a young, innocent lad you were.
I was young and innocent. So we got Mary right there. We got Mike over here. And this is going to be it. It's just you and I, Mary.
I know. We gotta do some catch up with news. I believe you had a cop-out prepared.
We do. Well, it's not so much a cop-out as it is an explanation for why there's no topic this week. And that's, Julian's getting to sleep so he can wake up and do another one of those teach a class, leave school, come back with books, translate immediately, and then do the very same thing the next day as well.
That boy is a machine.
He is a machine. I'm pretty sure Julian is no longer human. Yeah, he's Robo Julian.
Oh my God, it's become true. We only knew it was a matter of time.
Before it came true. Yep. It's a crazy week we have going on
lots and lots
right
of content.
Now.
I'm
kind
of a witness, like off to the side.
Yeah.
I bear witness to all the work you guys been putting into stuff. So yeah, that's why this will be a pretty chill episode. Stay tuned to the website for the real goods.
And there's another one of those. This has been happening the last couple of weeks where the show goes up, and between this not even quite 24-hour period of when the show is finished recording and when I post it online, at least two major news stories happen. So what I'm going to try and do, keep this short, keep it concise, edit it immediately, get it up as soon as I can.
And then all the news can break.
And then all the news can come out and it'll be great. So it'll at least be timely. We do it next week. Let me give you a preview of what is going on this week to look forward to before we cover the news here. Tomorrow, which is going to be our Monday, February 4th. Obviously, Japan is half a day ahead of us. That is the day that the full color comics release in Japan. They are getting the first 3 print volumes of the Saiyan arc tomorrow. So they're getting an amazing amount of content all in one day.
And Julian will be there on the front lines, ready to roll.
He will be. And this is kind of tying into the news, so we're getting a little bit ahead of us, but we'll recover it in the news. Viz announced they're doing it too. Chapter 1 comes out tomorrow in North America as well.
Simultaneous release.
Sort of, because like I just said, Japan's getting 3 print volumes. We're only getting 1 chapter, but so that's how it's going to roll. So I'll be covering that over on the American side simultaneously while Julian's doing the Japanese release. And then the next day, remember that Kanzenshuu number 1 story and world guide, originally set to release on the 4th, now set to come out on the 5th. Julian confirmed that his bookstore along the way will be getting it for the 5th, so he'll be out again at the bookstore that day.
Good Lord.
Yeah. Yeah.
You should take off some time off of work.
I was thinking about it. So we have a big early week, kind of 3 major things going on. That's going to be our beginning of the week. That's in addition to all the content that Heath has been working on, like regular content.
Let's not forget about Heath.
No. And Jake, well, who knows what he's doing? He's off right now. He's enjoying, he's prancing around the country.
Prancing.
Yes.
That's
prancing.
the word you want to use.
That's exactly the word I want to use. So that is a little bit of a preview of what you have coming your way over on Kanzenshuu.com. Mary, let's take it to the news.
I can do that.
I know you're up on this one because we actually watched it.
We did, and I thank you for that.
Wonderful. We already knew that Shoko Nakagawa, the cat eater herself, as well as Olympic gold medalist judoka Kaori Matsumoto, will be providing bit voice parts in the upcoming Dragon Ball Z theatrical film Battle of Gods. Nakagawa more so than Matsumoto, it seems here. So there was one of these, they call it an open recording. Obviously, the voices have already been recorded. So what they do here downstairs, they set up some microphones, they invite the press, and they say, hey, kind of do your lines and give us a couple quotes from yourselves about the movie. So we had these two celebrities here, but also Masako Nozawa showed up, which was wonderful. So a couple different outlets did a couple different versions of, it's like when the president's doing an address. I mean, it's not that significant, but different news media go there and they each do their own versions of it. Different, slightly camera angle, like this person's a little bit to the left of this person.
It's like a press junket.
Yeah. So there's multiple angles, multiple clipped down versions, but we covered everything. We pieced together dialogue from the movie from these two videos, so you can actually see a little bit of what Birusu will be speaking about with the Oracle Fish here. In a nutshell, the Oracle Fish made this prediction 39 years ago in the story that 39 years hence, a strong enemy would appear before him, Birusu. So that's kind of what's going on with this Oracle Fish and the God of Destruction. Then we also just got some great quotes from the two folks. And Mary, if you could tell me a little bit about the end of the video that we saw, what kind of transpires?
And I watched this not reading. I see here on your website you have a translation, I guess.
Yes, we do.
So I was just watching the clip that you played for me, and it sounded like, and you can correct me on this, I'm not going to look at the screen right now.
Okay.
It sounded like Shoko Nakagawa was asking to hear Kaioken or some kind of attack name, or she wanted Masako Nozawa to say something from the show.
A little bit of both. It was, I think it was Matsumoto was, how did she act, and she put everything into it, and Nakagawa was like, did you use Kaioken times 10 or times 20? But then the press said, do you have anything you'd like to ask Masako Nozawa-san? And so she was like, could you say something to Shoko-tan as Son Goku? So we got to, Shoko-tan, you want to go grab some grub with me? And she proceeded to. Right,
so she completely crumbles and like weak in the knees, and she falls to the floor, and she's like,
It was kind of fantastic. And I'm pretty sure that all of us involved with Kanzenshuu would likely do the same thing. If I heard Nozawa in front of me go, I don't know, Mike or Bijito EX-kun or something like that, I would probably fall over. So you can check out these multiple videos, and there were some photo galleries. They all do a Kamehameha at the end. So good promotion for Battle of Gods going on right now. I already kind of spoiled this news for you in the introduction to coming content, but last week's issue of Viz's Weekly Shonen Jump, which now is weekly on Mondays, simultaneous with Japan.
That's awesome.
With regard to things like One Piece and Naruto. We have another simultaneous release here that is the full color comics for Dragon Ball. Well, I suppose Dragon Ball Z, because they are starting with chapter 195 when Raditz shows up. We will be getting one chapter a week in Weekly Shonen Jump. And again, as I noted, Japan's getting 3 volumes in one day, and then there'll be a little bit before Frieza comes out. So they'll get a lot at once. We'll kind of catch up weekly. They'll get more. We'll continue to catch up. So that's how we're going to be going about this. If you don't know, Viz's Weekly Shonen Jump is available digitally. You can get it on a wide variety of tablets, iOS, iPhone, iPad, of course. Over on the Android side, I don't think every Android device is supported, but like the Nexus and a whole bunch are. You can also do it directly on the website. So you can pay 99 cents per issue, or for a year subscription, it is $25.99.
Not too shabby.
What do you think on that pricing?
I think that's very fair.
Yeah.
In fact, I think it's far more of a bargain to get the year's worth.
Oh, yeah, absolutely it is.
99 cents, though, is fair if you only know that you want a couple issues, I suppose.
Yeah, like last week had the one-shot Kintoki that Toriyama had done that Heath and I actually did a bonus episode about back when it first came out. I think that was October 2010. I know we promoted that before, but you can go back and check that out.
I kind of hope that Viz, succeeds with this.
Yeah. I really hope so, too. Especially more one-shots.
Mm-hmm.
Great way to give us Nekomajin again. Great
for realsies
for it. So yeah, you can follow along with the full color comics. We are going to have a full look at it, depending on when you're listening to this, maybe today or tomorrow, or it's already up kind of thing.
It's in the future.
In the future, from the past, that kind of thing. Comparisons with all sorts of things. A look at the translation, a look at the coloring, all that good stuff.
God, what a wild year it is so far.
The movie's not even out yet. Mm-hmm. Can you imagine? So speaking of the movie, Great coverage from our buddy K17 over in Japan, who let us know that Mezamashi TV, which is one of those kind of early morning news magazine kind of TV shows, like a Japanesey Today Show kind of thing, had about a 3-minute spot promoting Battle of Gods, and Fuji TV announcer Shinichi Karube is going to have a bit part in the movie. It looks like he only has one little line. I think he says something like, "It's sushi." I think he's working a sushi or a noodle stand, something like that. But he got to go into the studio and he's holding up his character design. I'll click it for you, Mary, so you can see a little bit bigger here. He's holding up his thing, and that's the director of the movie, Masahiro Hosoda, that's there as well. They were recording some dialogue, all that stuff. We got a sneak peek at something that we've kind of been hoping for. That's actual animation of the movie, though it's clearly not complete. He's looking here at this animatic shot of Vegeta being hit. So there's some cool stuff there.
And there's footage of that?
Yes, there is.
Oh, nice.
And,
see, I'd be a sucker for stuff like...
Oh, yeah, totally. Love this behind the scenes. And then we also got a shot at Matsumoto, the Olympic judo folk, her character in actual animation. So this scene was clearly complete. We got a chance to look at her. It kind of looks like herself a little bit. So just some nice ongoing promotion for Battle of Gods and more little bit parts, cameos from specific people being thrown in there. Cool on that. Any thoughts on that? Is that the kind of thing you really enjoy seeing?
Yeah, I do. In fact, I'd love to take a look at some of the videos from that.
Yeah.
Just seeing the stuff in production and just reiterating, oh my gosh, this thing is real. Because to me, I don't think it's fully sunken in yet.
I know.
That this thing is coming out in a matter of weeks. At this point,
it's kind of different for us, I feel, and I don't mean to set us apart or anything like that, but we throw ourselves so far into this where we're translating information, we're just picking things apart and we're documenting it. It does feel like it's not a real thing. It's just this abstract idea that we're just writing about and talking about all the time. And I think when we finally get a chance, even if it's later on a Blu-ray release, when we get to see the movie, I mean, Julian's obviously going to see it March 30th, it's going to be this... This is actually happening.
I wonder if it feels more real for Julian, who is there, seeing the commercials, seeing the programming tie-ins with it.
I know.
Interesting. I'm excited.
Some more stuff, kind of continuing off what we've been talking about, the Kanzenshuu and the full color comics. We got cover art for them.
It's funny, like I'm looking at this cover for it, and it looks like a Kanzenshuu cover. It's got the gold, it's got like the white, generally white background.
So you're looking at the cover for
cutouts.
Kanzenshuu #1, which is the cover.
Holy crap.
From Kanzenshuu 4.
Didn't realize that.
Yes. Kanzenshuu #1 is Story and World Guide.
Sweet zombie Jesus.
Obviously, Kanzenshuu 2 being Story Guide, Kanzenshuu 4 being World Guide. Yes, we know they are condensed versions of the Kanzenshuu, and we do know now that they will have more information, probably not in this first one. But you got the cover art here. So that's your thoughts on the Kanzenshuu cover art.
Yeah.
It looks very, very Dragon Ball expected guidebooky. How about the full color comics art?
A little busy, but I actually kind of like the Nappa one.
Yeah.
It's good seeing someone different.
Kinda
and
cool.
the Raditz one is on there too. It's just I feel like there's not enough room to breathe on the covers, but they're eye grabbing, I suppose.
They do what they need to. So you can check out the cover art.
I love this next one.
KFC.
Oh my god, I'll eat all the chicken you could eat.
We already knew that they were going to have some promotions going on, but now we have even more information about even more promotions KFC is doing. This is going to be the Hikaru Dragon Bottle promotion. There are 8 kinds of, I believe there are aluminum bottles in all. 7 of the little tops are Dragon Balls, and then the 8th is Super Saiyan Goku hair. There's a bunch of different packs that you can buy, which come with how many pieces of chicken, all that kind of stuff. But, there's also takeout bags with Goku on them. And then 7 locations across Japan. There, Colonel Sanders will be dressed up in Goku's dogi, and each of them will be holding a different Dragon Ball.
Amazing!
And then if you like their Facebook page, you can have access to a "Which character are you?" style quiz and get different answers.
Oh, wow.
And then at the end of February through April, there's going to be more stuff. Dragon Ball Toy Smile sets. And if you collect stamps, you can be entered in the chance to win a Dragon Radar thing. And then there's keychains and they react to each other. There's a lot of stuff going on at KFC.
This is fantastic.
Yeah.
I can't believe this is just one food chain doing all this.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like, oh, and KFC is doing this and McDonald's is doing that. And Yeah, this place is doing whatever. This is pretty extensive.
It is. It's a lot of stuff.
I have a hankering for chicken now, like crazy.
KFC. Go down to KFC. Do you have Dragon Ball? Like, what are you talking about?
Oh my God. Hilarious.
All right, so continuing on with Battle of Gods, coming to IMAX in Japan.
Of course, Japan. It's not here.
No announcements about an international release, but all 16 IMAX digital theaters across Japan will have Battle of Gods in this special IMAX format. So to me, that means Battle of Gods is actually being produced at a pretty high resolution.
Good.
I hope. Come on.
Let's do it.
So that'll look fantastic, downscaled eventually to Blu-ray.
That'd be so cool if they take advantage of that baby here in North America.
We still know nothing.
I know we know
about
nothing.
an international release, but this is the kind of thing where
But at least it'd be ripe for...
Come on, yeah.
high quality.
Bring it. All right, so then the next thing we got is, Mary, your favorite band of all time, Flow.
Oh, is it really?
Yes, I'm just deciding this now.
Oh, okay, thank you for deciding for me.
Their CD single for Chala Head Chala, we finally have details about it. We knew that it would have that song and possibly an insert song for the movie, and that's all we knew for the longest time. Finally, we got a track listing for it. The other song on here is Hero, Song of Hope, and that's actually track 1. We knew this was going to be what they call a double A-side, where both songs kind of take the importance here. And then it's also got in the middle there a song called Rising Dragon, the DJ Dragon remix. That's actually a remix of a song from their CD single of Go, which was the Naruto opening theme. I think opening 3 or 4.
Oh, I love that song.
So, and DJ Dragon wrote up a little blog post. I'm very excited. I was happy to remix the song. And then there's, the expected instrumentals, but also an official English version that is in the track title itself. Chala Head Chala, official English version, is track 4 on this CD single coming March 20th. Mary,
I can't wait to hear all of this.
Yeah.
I'm probably more excited for the Rising Dragon remix.
Why?
Because you said it was a Naruto song, right?
No. It was on that CD single. It's not actually the Naruto song.
Okay, never mind.
It's a remix of the B-side from the Go CD single.
Gotcha. I wonder if they just took it because it has the word dragon in it.
Yeah,
that's pretty funny. I wonder what the English version of Chala Head Chala will be like. If it's anything like past versions of it, or if they're going to do a new take on it.
New lyrics.
Yeah, exactly.
Because we did have an English version from Hironobu Kageyama on his Mixture 3 album, and that was exclusive to that for the longest time. He did English versions of that, We Got a Power, and Bokutachi, and those were finally re-included on the 13-disc Chozenshuu.
They sure like that word.
Well,
you should have renamed your website Chozenshuu instead of Kanzenshuu.
Someone, Lord Moonstone, tweeted the other day, Google search Chozenshuu. Did you mean Kanzenshuu? He says, way to go, guys. So,
nice.
Yes, we've kind of taken everything with Zenshu in it to mean Dragon Ball for our own purposes. For that 13-disc set, Chozenshuu was kind of the promotional name for it. Then they dropped it. It was like complete song collection box eventually.
So how are you feeling about this music?
Well, I mean, we talked about how we feel about their version of Head Chala when it was first played on the Japanese radio station. Kind of like, oh, okay, it's all right. This official English version, as I say in the update, that I'm not comfortable making this leap of faith. However, why include it? Now, at the same time, we have had plenty of game soundtracks where they've done English versions, and those weren't necessarily to be featured in the English version.
Yeah, I don't think it should be read into that much.
Right. This is kind of a standard thing that they have been doing a lot, is included in the English version.
So this drops right before the movie?
Yes. The CD single comes out March 20th. The movie's out March 30th. Very cool, though.
Yes, indeed.
We still don't have cover art for the CD single, but we got the full track.
Maybe it'll just be like the poster or something.
Yeah, we've had that shot of them from their website, and that was printed in VJump. It might just end up being that. And then we have a couple more things to wrap up here in terms of news. Shueisha launched a Dragon Ball Project website. It's 3 pages. It's a main page and then little pages that say, hey, the full color comics are coming out. But also, they are doing a collected edition of Dragon Ball SD.
As lukewarm as I feel about that, that makes sense.
I'm far more interested in picking that up than I am continuing to buy Psycho Jump, which I gave up on. in the middle of last year. So if you don't know, you already know the full color comics. Dragon Ball SD. This started in 2011, I think it was, when Shueisha launched a new quarterly magazine called Saikyo Jump. And there was a new spin-off in it called Dragon Ball SD, which was written and drawn by Naho Oishi, who had done the manga adaptation of the Jump Super Anime Tour special. She's more recently done the manga version of episode of Bardock. So this is actually her main monthly thing. In 2011, it was quarterly. It moved to a monthly magazine in 2012. Those first 4 quarterly issues, it was very sporadic throughout the series, like here's the Frieza fight, here's the Cell fight, here's Boo. And then with the monthly, it went all the way back to the beginning of the series. It's basically a pretty literal retelling of Dragon Ball with more jokes thrown in. I think one of my favorite jokes was Goku visiting the village with Oolong, and I'm pretty sure Oolong transformed into Zarbon. And then there's a joke about Miss Blue Hair looking at Mr. Blue Skin, kind of joking about good looks. Obviously a tie to later in the series, so making referential jokes like that. Very few and far between, but they're in there. It's full color in Saikyo Jump. So now we have a collected edition of Dragon Ball SD that will be coming April 4th. There's no price yet, and we don't have a confirmation yet of whether this collected edition will be in color.
It must be.
I would hope so.
I mean, why would you even bother?
Well, I'm pretty sure someone dropped a comment in, let me pull it up because our fans are awesome. And, you know, people all throughout South America, if we don't mention Saint Seiya, at least once every dozen episodes, they do rebel against us.
Saint Seiya.
Saint Seiya. So Jeff Jarrett here said, Saint Seiya Episode G was made in color, but the Tankobon release was black and white. Oh. So we're kind of like, what's it gonna be? Yep. So that's that. But it also does mention Kanzenshuu stuff here. This is great because now we got titles for all of the Kanzenshuu. Previously, obviously, Story and World Guide is coming out soon. We knew that one. We knew that Kanzenshuu 2 is going to be Animation Guide Part 1. We took that to mean there will be an Animation Guide Part 2.
And there is.
And there is. That will be number 3. And then the last one is the Dragon Ball Chojiten Super Encyclopedia. Kanzenshuu 7 was originally called the Daijiten. So now it's the Chojiten. So apparently in the order of greatness.
Just escalating.
Dai to Cho.
What's after Cho? What comes after Cho?
Oh, geez.
Ultimate.
I'm ultimate excited
Yes.
for what comes after Dying Cho. So Story and World Guide, February 5th. Animation Guide Part 1, March 5th. Animation Guide Part 2, April 4th. So that and SD will be coming out the same day. And then the Super Encyclopedia, May 9th. We are still waiting to see which one will contain the new material that they are promising, because otherwise they are condensed Daizenshu, down from 10 volumes, take out 2, probably not going to get any card-ass stuff here, down to 8, down to 4 volumes, so that's kind of what we're looking at. Mary, thoughts on any of this?
I just want to know more at this point. Like, I need to know more in order to see if I'm going to get excited or disappointed by this release.
Well, here's a couple things. You're going to know something immediately this week, starting Tuesday, when Story and World Guide comes out.
Yeah.
Julian picks it up. We know that one has a new interview with Toriyama.
That's good.
So that's the first thing
Let's
that Julian
see how
is going
much
to do.
she's forgotten now.
Joke about that. So we're very curious if that one's going to have any new material. Probably not. Probably going to be manga specific, just like Story Guide and World Guide originally were. But February, March, April, May, I mean, we're
going to be
time.
busy through May.
Yeah. Spending lots of money too. I think that wraps up product stuff. And then the last thing we have here is just a little note that original manga author Akira Toriyama himself attended a kind of pre-screening of Battle of Gods. We had a couple great quotes here. First one was from Hisashi Sasaki, who is the former editor-in-chief of Weekly Shonen Jump, and now he is the deputy director of the Shonen Manga Group, kind of a big important dude here. Lots of people follow him on Twitter. He's always posting fun quotes from Jump Comics and whose birthday it is in English. It was great to follow along with. He said that Toriyama Sensei was in our editorial room. He is in Tokyo for the first screening of the new theatrical movie Dragon Ball. Then the next day we had a tweet from Yusuke Watanabe, who is the scriptwriter for Battle of Gods. He tweeted up himself, "Yesterday was the number 0 preview," that's what he calls it, of Dragon Ball Z. "I greeted Toriyama Sensei too. Though it's still not the completed version, it's leveled up several times from the script stage. It almost makes me cry. Actually, I really did cry. It was deeply moving. I was raised with Dragon Ball. Goku and Vegeta really are Goku and Vegeta.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yes.
I hope that's a reaction I have too.
It's just, it really, kind of like watching the Jump Super Anime Tour special.
Oh, yeah.
These are the characters.
I got the warm and fuzzies going on.
Yeah. So it does sound like the movie's not done yet. I wouldn't expect it to be done, especially animation. That stuff gets worked on until the last minute possible.
That's fascinating.
So
I guess I just assumed it was done.
No, I'm sure like the voice recording is, and probably some of the music, all that stuff is done, but maybe some animation stuff. If looking by that Mezamashi TV thing where there's still some animatics, might not be completely done in every scene. Mary, that's the news from the last week.
Oh my
just
God.
The last week. Just the last week.
That's like 3 months of news.
It's like that every week now. Yeah.
So it's a renaissance, baby.
We told you everything that's going on. You have tons of content coming this week to you on the website. So much going on. I am so excited. I am happy. I am loving everything.
Hard at work.
And hard at work.
Well, maybe
hard at work.
More like the other guys. And
well, I'm the editorial
you're the project
director.
manager.
Yes. So, like, you do this. You do this. Are you done yet? All right, great. Type. Post. That is.
Then those are the noises you make when you work on the site. Post.
It's exactly what I do.
That's accurate. That's what our house sounds like.
There's just instrumentals of Head Shell Out playing 24/7. It's like, that's what it's like.
Yes.
All right, we're going to need to set up a camera.
Exactly.
Got this. Mary, we're done here.
Oh, my God.
Jeez.
I'm exhausted. I feel like I just ran a mile.
I did most of the talking. You're just here to be pretty.
I'm absorbing the information.
All right.
And it is intense.
Good. So we're going to wrap it up. Again, this is all coming to you this week. And I'm going to take this very, very brief opportunity to not ask, not suggest, just point it out there that we do have a donate page on the website. Julian is buying every book all the time.
And translating
immediately. We are trying to do stuff literally within minutes of release. I would love to be able to guarantee that we can keep doing all of this stuff immediately, and hosting and bandwidth is continuing to go up. As all this stuff comes up, our site traffic is just going, oh my God. So if you guys and gals are interested, there is a little button. It's up at the top of the page. It's under interaction. Check it out. See what we do. We name things for people. We appreciate you. I'm not going to ask or mention this for the longest time, unless someone does donate, and then I'll name something for, oh, hey, so-and-so is the memorial, blah, blah, blah. That's it.
Can I have that one?
The Mary Memorial, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, can I give you $1?
How do you spell that?
BLA, blah, I need to write it. I can't do it out loud.
All right, you work on that. You give me $1 and you can have the foam thing on top of your microphone right now. That's
all right.
What you paid for.
The pop filter?
Yeah. Well, you don't.
With the P's?
You don't have a real pop filter. You got one of those foam things covering. Right. You got a different
Well, no, it's the Mary Memorial blah, blah, blah filter.
Actually, I did have you set up with 2 pop filters at one time. Maybe I should hook that back up.
For old time's sake.
We're done?
We are.
Mary, where's the website?
You can find us, well, not so much me, but you guys at kanzenshuu.com. That's KANZENSHUU.com. And there will be all the links for like your Facebook and your Twitter and the emails and the contact forms and, of course, the forum.
Yep.
Which I saw that tweet you made with a new fan that found your podcast.
Oh, my God.
Even though I'm not, really part of your site, just seeing that on your forum just like tickled me pink. Oh, so great.
Geektacular, thank you so much. Yeah, you actually made our day. It's one of those vindication moments where, another one has been born. So thank you very much. We love hearing about that stuff. Oh, Mary, this was episode
323.
323.
For the week of February 3rd, 2013.
All right, we did like half an hour. Perfect. That's a show.
That's reasonable.
Reasonable.
Not so much a cop-out.
All right, let's go edit it. And by let's, I mean I'm going to go edit it. You can go make dip.
I got to make Super Bowl rations.
No, you can't say that.
Oh, I don't want to get sued. The big game rations.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Kanzenshuu.com. We will see you probably right now. Go look at the website. There's probably stuff going up right now.
It's happening now.
Later, kids.